Hi guys, it's Jen here and welcome to Jen's Wild About Art. So today I'm going to do a painting and drawing of the spotted quoll for you. So the spotted quoll, they're the second largest carnivorous marsupial in Australia after the Tasmanian devil. They climb trees as well as live on the ground. There are 4 types of quoll. These are the only ones that their spots continue down the length of their tail as well as on their bodies. They generally live in forests and woodlands in Queensland, New South Wales, Victoria and Tasmania. They're mainly nocturnal. I've not seen one in the wild. I've seen them at zoos and things though. I know they're around, but yeah, because they're nocturnal, you only see them at night time pretty much. They live in Victoria, New South Wales, Queensland, Tasmania. They eat birds, mammals, reptiles and things like that, just smaller than them. During the day, they'll rest in caves, logs, rock crevices, places that they're like that they can be protected and undercover. They're seriously threatened here on the mainland mainly because of introduced animals, like we've brought in foxes or dogs, cats, things like that. And when they bait foxes, they eat the bait. So yeah, it's just created all kinds of problems for the poor little guys. But we're working on protecting them here now. They're about 75 centimetres long, and they also, when they have their little young, they also carry them in a backwards facing pouch, just like the bilby that I did yesterday. Yeah, they have a backwards facing pouch so that they don't get dirt into it with the babies, which is really cute. And they live up to about 5 years old. So yeah, so they're really interesting little guys. And so I'm doing him in, I've just done a watercolour base now. So I'm just adding in the log that he's walking along and just popping a bit of shadow in. And just adding just a bit of rough detail. I'm not going to too much trouble with the log that he's walking on because the main focus will be him in this picture. And again, I'm using my Fabriano Bristol paper, which I'm absolutely loving using for my animals. And yeah, the watercolour and the pencils hold up really well on this. So yeah, thoroughly enjoying using this and doing my animal art. So now I'm going in, I've done the watercolour base and I'm adding my Faber-Castell Polychromos pencils, so which I'm loving using also. I've only started using these a few weeks ago. I hadn't done an awful lot of pencil work, and I'm really enjoying mixing my watercolours and my pencils, and it seems to be working really well for me. So I think I've found my style. So, so yeah, having a bit of fun. So now I'm just adding a few different shades of brown, but I'm popping some pink on his nose because they've got a very pink nose and very pink ears and very pink toes. So I'm adding all these pink areas in. And now I'm going over his legs and his belly where he's got some cream fur. And I'm just adding in a bit of cream here and there in his white areas, so around his spots and a little bit of highlight on his back. I'll go over that again with some brown a little bit later and just soften that a bit. So now I'm just popping some white into his spots, and now I've popped his little grey whiskers on. And a little bit a deeper pink for his nose and his toes, just to pop in some darker areas. So now I'm just going back into his white areas and strengthening those up. And now I'm just going to go around and soften the edges so that they're not so solid and blocky looking. So yeah, and I'm going in with a mixture of different browns, so lighter browns, darker browns, and just taking that all around. And he's got quite dark fur on his underbelly. I mean, the reference photos, I'm using, again, a few different reference photos, and I've just made up my own position for this guy, but he's generally shaded, so he's quite dark underneath. So I'll just add those. And now just tidy up his toe area. So yeah, I've added some dark fur under his belly. So now I'm just defining the log a little bit more, popping some cooler colours like a purpley colour underneath the very darkest part of the log and under the quoll, just to give him a bit of shadow. So now I'm just going to get rid of the starkness of the white spots and just pop a few little spots of grey in just to change up, because nothing's ever pure white. So I've just popped a bit of grey in his white areas and a little bit of grey in his creamy areas as well, just to soften that all up. And we're just about done. I hope you enjoyed this video and the talk about our little spotted quoll. They're gorgeous little things. I'd love it if you click like and subscribe and click on the bell icon so you get notified of my future videos. Anyway, I look forward to seeing you all next video. Have an awesome day and I'll catch you then. Okie doke. Bye.